Today, join Roberta and Greg as they explore one of their favorite national monuments in the national park system. Fascinating and impressive Bandelier National Monument just outside of Los Alamos, New Mexico. The ruins of Ancestral Pueblo people is a must-see and is only a 48-minute drive from Santa Fe. See why you need to put Bandelier National Monument on your bucket list right now. On. Good morning. Bandelier National Monument just out of Los Alamos, New Mexico. This is a pretty cool national monument.
Oh,
and
okay.
most of them are. I'm getting a little bit of sunlight coming through there. But this is some Rubens that we'll see up in the cliffs, some cliff dwellers. And looking forward to some ladder climbing if you want to. Take a little peek-see into the dwellings themselves.
I think the last time you even crawled inside.
Yeah.
That was cool.
So we're gonna go to the Longhouse cliff dwellings to start off with. And I think I'll get back with it because there's a lot of sunlight coming in.
Plus we got to be about 3 or 4 feet from that deer.
Yeah, I know.
That was cool.
That was cool. All right, so easy trail to begin with. It's obviously cemented.
See up there?
And that's where we're heading. The trail itself will be on not where all those holes are up there, but be on the lower level.
But there will be the holes where you can crawl in, where they stayed from the weather.
Yeah. So, first things, there's going to be a little kiva here. The Pueblo Loop Trail is what it is, and this is the big kiva. So let's take a peek-see at it, shall we? All right. Pretty cool. There's Bert. It's shadow and my shadow, huh? Let's take a closer look. So the kivas, as we've been talking about, were the centers for religious and political life. In this case, for the Ancestral Pueblo people. And that's important to those people today. Of course, these would be covered normally with a wooden roof usually, sometimes earthen roof, in this case earthen. And they would get in and out with a ladder. So this is also around 1150 to 1550 AD. And this is where we'll be heading up to. So, we'll be heading up around the bend here, heading towards the cliff dwellings. Now you can see up here the start of you can see people. And some of the dwellings in here. The shadowing's a little bit tough right there. So that's about, we'll have to go up a few more steps at that point. But yeah, it's kind of fun. You'd be cutting through the stone there. This is the one of the villages, as I remember, coming up here. Yeah.
The crazy thing is how many was living here.
This Pueblo area here is called the Quewene Pueblo.
Ooh.
Quewene
Aww.
Pueblo. Yeah. Now, if you look at the actual spelling, you would never pronounce it that way.
Exactly. Wow, that's
another,
a big one.
Yeah, another kiva here. You can see the first when you look at this, you can't believe that there's 400 dwellings and 100 people live here, but oh, that's why, because it keeps on going around the. I see, yeah.
Now you can see how it would happen because there's more structure over here. So it keeps coming around over here. That's how you manage to get
400 rooms.
400 rooms and 100 people in here. All right.
You can go small. Walk in there for one reason. You go sleep, you go get food, or you cook or something.
Yeah, or get out of the hot sun or out of the cold winter.
Yeah.
So a little bit of everything, but yeah, I'm sure during the wasn't good weather out there, just yeah, they're not inside. Okay. Higher look from the Ancestral Pueblo. And what was behind me is this. Got some little cacti going there. People testing the echo. I think it maybe even tells you or say, hey, give it a shot, as I remember. And so we continue upward. What a day we have today, too. I mean, the skies are blue. Just all little wispy clouds up there.
Bandelier.
And this is pretty easy hike. Stay on paved trail. I think the paved trail ends. It'll be more like stones, again, as I remember. Oh, here, there, it kind of goes from so you can have a little caved area here. Oh, neat. Oh, this is cool. Get out of the weather here too, huh? Neat. Again, this will be one of those areas where you just don't want to put your camera down. When we first did this, and I'm not going to be able to come up with how many years ago this was, we loved it, and we're loving it again.
Oh, yeah. This is remarkable.
Yeah. So the path continues, and this would be, for this portion of it, would be kind of the end for any wheelchair disability or people in wheelchairs. So you're going to see more steps coming up here. Okay. Pretty wide steps. And that's what makes it a little easier to take. That's your view as you come up the steps. It gets to a point where I think it's not too much more than this. Then I should go back downhill again.
Oh, there he goes. There goes Greg. He's going home. That's so cool. Oh my goodness.
This is the rock or cliff above the dwelling here. So if you just come back down here, then you'll start seeing where the dwellings were. And again, there's no way of standing up in there, but there was where you could put a little fire and down the ladder. From the hole in the wall, you can see what their view would be down the village down below, the 400 rooms and the 100 people. So they have a pretty sweet view from up here. So maybe from up here they can see where the deer are too. And then you get another incline, some more stairs. Oh, and Bert was saying this one little look right here is like, it looks like the skeleton, eh?
Yeah.
You see the two eyes and the nose hole there. Yeah. Yeah, just so fun to walk up in here. You see the places where they would dwell. This one you could certainly stand upright in. And not sure if that is dark because of the fires. Maybe they would light to keep them warm at night. That's my story. Okay, we continue on with the Pueblo Loop Trail, and this is going to be the Tawas house. And this is a reconstruction of the early 1900s, so this is not a original apparently. So this is what it would have looked like. Sometimes they've already deteriorated beyond saving anything, so maybe the base of it. But it said it was reconstructed in the early 1900s. But do love these little areas here where you could actually bed down. People back then the Pueblos were a lot smaller in stature. And so getting into these holes, little cave dwellings, so to speak, would have been a lot easier than most of us oversized Americans now. Make sure to look behind you because you get always a little bit different view and angle of what you just passed by. It's not always what's in front of you, but take a look at what's behind you. So yeah, these cliffs are pretty impressive too. Not just the dwellings. You can imagine people being in there and then get a nice view overlooking the Pueblo colony down below. Which would be that. Nice rock formation there, isn't it? You can see that couple of holes in the rocks. Tried to do something artistic there, but it didn't work. Wouldn't focus beyond.
Greg will go in and make us something for lunch. Oh, that is so cool. Wow. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi, Norman. Where are you? Can you walk all over there too? Or just crawl? Crawling? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to get a picture of him in just a second here. So, bye for now. Oh, man. There you go. What? Where are you going? You be careful up there, you. All right. That's...
Again, these are steep guys here, so be careful. I don't know how well you're seeing that with the shadows and so forth. We got here left on the... I got here exactly at 9 as far as at the visitor center. And had some solitude. Now it's not. All right. Come on, people, what's wrong with you? Just respect the national park system, would you? So here's what happens when somebody vandalizes. So you can't see the vandalism in there. Whatever you can imagine what could have happened. They come leave things alone. If you want to vandalize, ruin your own stuff. Yeah. Okay. So I'll get off my apple box now. Then you gotta, once you go up, you gotta come back down, right? And sometimes, depending on the knees, right? Sometimes it's more difficult coming down than it is going up. You can see what you have to go through. And these are a little bit steeper too. So you gotta take your time. Especially when you start getting older. And you get the spiral staircase. How about that? Yeah. So you got the wide reach on this one here. And again, the most important thing is don't ruin your electronics.
When I was coming up and took a picture.
Yeah. Again, down below is the village. So choose to do the freight trail. I'm not sure if this is, well, they would have said it was closed. I know one of the trails is closed there, but does not make a loop. And so to the campground is 1.5 miles. So beware.
Because I have neuropathy and Morton's neuroma, and so.
Actually, the trail must go up here because I just saw a peak. There you go. See somebody up there. So it is a climb to get there. As you follow the cement path here, up in here is where you were going along some of the ruins here. Again, very manageable. All kind of depends on how well your knees are arthritic or not. Yeah. And another trail, looks like it's 1.5 miles to the campground. Looks like about a 2-mile hike. So here's the way onto the longhouse. And it continues on with, again, a paved path, which is nice. This is quite impressive as you walk along the path here. I highly recommend Bandelier National Monument. For most part, pretty simple walking, hiking. Didn't get any reception, so I'm not going to be able to tell you how. I go the map, I guess, and tells you how many miles these loops are. Or I can't do all trails because I can't pull in the signal. Too cheap to subscribe to it. Sorry about that. Hi. Did you hear that? I don't know if you could hear that in the tape, but that was a hummingbird that got within about a foot from me or so, checking me out. All right, well, shall we?
You bet.
And way out there is the road you come down to get to the visitor center where you start your hike and walk and so forth. Very nice.
Is it there yet?
No bear, but they did say there was a warning as you started the trail that bear is spotted here.
Don't forget, if you see a bear, you're supposed to go.
Yeah, that would scare a bear, I'm sure.
Scare me.
It scared me. But I get that about every night when I say something wrong. All right, I'll continue upward. So up, down, back up again. And this is going to the longhouse. Again, this is 400 feet. But you do have to go up the stairs to get there. You start seeing it here. Depends on which one I keep. Hummingbird just came about within a foot of me, making its little humming noise, and checked me out. That was pretty cool. Apparently, I wasn't sweet enough. No nectar. But you know, hummingbirds are very curious animals, actually. If your juice container is running out, they'll let you know. They'll come look at you and say, hey. They don't actually talk, but so to speak, they say hey. So feed your hummingbirds. Yeah. Too cool. And some more dwellings up here. Hoping to see some deer down below. We did last time. I guess this is the start of the longhouse here, because there's some dwellings here. A little difficult to see with the shadowing, and I could very well be wrong. We'll find up here shortly. Trail goes along, which I'm going to say is the longhouse until I correct myself. And you can see more of the ruins. Oh boy, sign up there. Okay. You can see and there's a somewhere, I don't know if they're still here, but there's bats.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Well, that make their home here.
Is this still the longhouse? Or is that back there?
No, I'm thinking this continues along this path here.
It's hard to say, but they're dwelling.
Yeah. Disturb some birds as we walk along here. The vandalism back there really irritates me. Why is that needful? I guess we ask ourselves that about a lot of things, don't we? You can see some windows here in the rock, and then the dwellings down below. Again, it goes all along the cliff here, or the cliff wall. It's a nice cacti. Beautiful.
Do their dancing, their trading.
It keeps on going up.
Oh, wonderful is this.
And you got the holes in the wall here, and then
1100s.
one with, you wonder if that was put in by park rangers or if that was put in by the Pueblo people.
And they say the bats, not at night, there.
Nice view. Room with a view. These cliffs go way up there.
They don't, they don't. That's where all the bats are, probably.
No, I think there's a ledge that we can see up there a little bit further up, yeah. Are some petroglyphs. They're really hard to see, but there are some petroglyphs in the walls here. This is along the longhouse. Along the longhouse. You can see a lot of the cactus behind me. Pretty impressive, isn't it?
I wonder where the holes are. If it's for ventilation, seems like an air in there.
Well, maybe at one point, maybe they had logs in there, the ones above,
Yeah, that's
and maybe had some sort of
leaning out like a patio.
I was gonna say a lean-to, but that wouldn't be the right word.
It's just
Yeah,
a shelter, cover.
Yeah.
Come out and grind your corn and do everything that you gotta do.
that kind of almost looks like a mural, doesn't it? That was their. They bought that piece of art there. Actually, there's glass over it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a protection. Isn't that something they drew?
Maybe. Let me get a little closer look, shall we? Glass over that, so I don't know if there's that was their artwork of the day. Could be. Yeah, it is. It is a painting. So. And as you go along, some more. Well, that didn't turn out there. Well, again, they go in from the shadows to the light. So there's pictographs, which are paintings on the wall, and then there's petroglyphs, which are carvings. Yeah. Yeah, we got here right when it opened. Pretty much started our little trip. But if you stop and take some pictures and some videos and enjoy the views, people are going to start catching up with you. It's okay. So it's pretty tough to stay ahead of the crowd. And you don't have to. Most people are respectful of both other people and nature, trying to keep their voices down. I always like to say, use your indoor voice outdoors when you're in the national parks and national monuments. And we see that with our other fellow vloggers that are successful, because they keep their voices down, especially when there's people around, like A+K, Traveling Robert, Through My Lens, and all. I mean, I could go on and on with who we watch, but if you weren't aware of all those folks and you happen to watch us, Don't tune away from us. Watch us all. And the trail goes underneath this. So we're at the, now we're starting to head, I'll make a little curve here and head back. So we just finished the longhouse. And so cool. I didn't see any signs like they've had before about the bats. So maybe they've moved on somewhere else, or they just won't mention it. Yeah, but this is cool here as you walk this tree here that you go underneath as you walk the path. Love that. Okay, I think yeah, more cliff dwelling up in here. Yeah, you can see it down at the base there. So they probably continue on throughout this valley here.
This must have been something else, you know that?
Yeah.
Could you imagine all the people that lived here before? And if you just walk and walk and walk alongside, go down in there, you can see holes. If there's holes in the foundations of those rocks, there's going to be dwellings there.
Yeah. Yeah. Now this is where, as we start making this path here, we've seen deer before.
It smells so good in here.
And it smells good, yeah. Wish there was smell-o-vision, huh?
Wow.
Well, in most cases.
That's one they can't invent.
Yeah, well, they can do it at the Disney studios and so forth. And
No, but your nose still smells.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, look at it is officially autumn now, and you can see some of the leaves have fallen.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we've been we started our trek during the summer, now into fall, and so you forget about sometimes that the leaves are turning, especially when it starts getting in the 30s at night. And maybe we'll see some of that. What we still have coming forth is Colorado Springs for a couple of days, and we'll head up to Grand Teton National Park and Yellowstone National Park before we start heading home. Next Thursday. This is Friday.
The smell.
Yeah.
Crazy. I love it.
And I did put deodorant on this morning, so it's not me. No, it's a very pleasant smell.
And in some places, if you remember when you were a kid and you got that Elmer's glue, that smell, or that glue that you kind of went, that's what it smells like.
Mm. And now you know. Bert licking Elmer's glue. As far as she's a little bit off there. I don't think she would mind me saying that one, would she? Okay, so let's take. Please be bear aware. Generally, they'll leave you alone. They're probably just as afraid of us or more afraid of us than we're afraid of them, as we should be. Respectful of them, stay your distance, and ponderosa pine. Look at that, I love the texture and the look of a ponderosa pine. Okay, come on, dear. See a little bit of a different perspective here from the ponderosa pine, or as Bert called them during her younger days, sugar pine. And there's the dwellings beyond. So cool. Kind of the end of our big old loop. And it was a road, the last part, and maybe a little bit of a campground. Campsites, yeah. So you get a little bit of a footbridge, and then the visitor center.
Oh, visitor center this way?
Yeah.
Oh, I almost.
I didn't. I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was right.
Well,
We would have been walking to Zion probably if it would have went Bert's way.
yeah.
Yeah. And also you get the nice colorful posies. Look at that. Pink against the blue sky. Beautiful, huh? Been seeing these guys all over the place.
Up next, join Roberta and Greg for a quick taste of colorful Taos, New Mexico. On the next Out and About with Gene B. Unedited.